Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special review impressions for you. This is the Arcane Design Preytheon. I bought this when it was dropped and was very excited to get in on this. This particular version is the G10 version with the CPM S35VN steel. You can see this is black G10 and G10 insert put in here. And it also has a milled deep pocket carry clip, which is really cool. Now this is actually attached at the very top, so all you do is flip it around and it's a lefty. This is a liner lock. Well, let's first talk about this. This is a front flipper, as you can see right up here, thumb stud deployment, and you have a fuller, so you have multiple ways to open this knife. It is a little smaller. It's not a gigantic knife, but definitely can get a good grip on here. So you can do all sorts of things. You can front flip, front thumb stud, deploy, reverse thumb stud, and use the fuller. So let's go ahead and open this up. So right there is the blade. Nice flat grind all the way to the tip. Comes to a fairly thin edge. It's not super thin, so it's definitely a nice slicer. It's not hollow grind, so I do oil my knives, so a little bit of oil there. Very sharp edge. Very easy to hone with the leather strop. Works really well. It has a little swedge on top here, so if you're cutting through, that allows you to navigate through that. I do like the Arcane design here, and on this side right here for the Preytheon. This black G10 with the G10 insert is really nice. I did order some of the other inserts that they have. They have a glowing G10 carbon fiber glowing G10 thing, or maybe it's a glowing carbon fiber one. I'm going to put that in. That should be nice. Maybe coming in today. But then they also have other things that you can put in there. But I might want to. I'm thinking about dyeing that, maybe orange or red, and I think that would look really nice on this as well. Now it is a liner lock, as you can see, and it does engage there at around 20, 25%, 30%. So it's good engagement. The liner goes inside the scales, so it's really nice. And there is steel inserts in there, and you can see they're milled out very nicely, so that's good weight reduction. It does allow for a choke up here and here. It's got some good jimping, aggressive jimping up here for that. Also right here, good full 4 finger grip. Now I have medium large hands. They're large widthwise, medium lengthwise. So I've got a good grip here. I think large hands, extra large hands could probably grip this. Now if you choke up, definitely extra to double extra large should be no problem. It's got good contouring around the scale, so it's very comfortable. This does not dig in. This is actually chamfered and rounded around the corner, so this doesn't have a sharp edge, and you can see it's nice ramp going up for that milled clip. So when you grip that, it's really nice. It goes in and out of the pocket really nice, and it is titanium, so you're not worried about flexing. It's going to have some good tension on there. The action on this is, when it came out of the box, was ridiculous, and it was really fantastic. When you lock it and you drop it, it closes really nicely. Now, that action was there when I first got it. I did put skiff bearings in here, and the skiff bearings work really wonderful. I have another review where I actually talk about how to install them and what I did. I tuned it a little bit because this tension was a little hard for me. Now, some people who like a strong detent are going to love this knife right out of the box. It's perfect. If you don't like a super strong detent and you want something that's a little lighter, you can look at my video, what I did with this one. It's very minor. Now, this is a steel insert, so you've got to be careful when you do that. Don't go aggressive and crazy. But I did tune it, and what it does, it allows it to just drop shut beautifully, buttery smooth. And using the fuller, easy to reverse flick. Using the fuller in the front, easy to front flick. If you don't get your finger in the way, let's do that again. There you go. Using the thumb studs, they work really nicely. Deploys very aggressively, nicely, and then the front flipping works great. The reason why I also lightened the detent, because usually with a front flipper, you don't want a super strong detent. That makes this hard, and it was starting to rip up my finger a little bit trying to get up here. You had to find it just right and go just at the right angle because it was so strong. Now it just works really wonderfully. And now I can do it with like you would expect to be able to do it with a finger like that. So a lot of times I like to be able to have multiple ways to flick that knife open just like that. And now you can. So, and I really like the drop shot. It's just gorgeous. Of course, skiff always helps with that. Buttery smooth. There's no the tolerances you have in those ceramic balls are just perfect. So it just really is very consistent. This is a great knife. I really like this knife. The CPM S35VN steel is great. It's a good corrosion resistant, easy to sharpen, holds an edge well. You know, it's not a super premium steel, but it is, I still say, a very good super steel. You know, it's not one of the premium steels, but it's definitely up there. A lot of manufacturers still use it, and if it's heat treated well, it works wonderful. So there you go. Let's take a quick look at that. Get some close-ups of that beautiful milling that they've done on these G10 scales. Black coated screws. It's nice touch and aesthetic with the thumb studs there as well. And here you can see the titanium scale, the titanium milled clip. You can see that. Let's make sure we get a focus on that. And it is wonderfully centered. No questions there, right? And there's the, let's see if we can get it on. There's the clip. And you can see the attachment on that, right? And here's the blade. Very nice. Both sides, nice flat grind. Nice edge. This is the original edge. All I did was leather strop it. It's not a super long edge, but it's not a super small short edge. It looks like it's around 20 degrees, I'm going to guess. Maybe a little more, maybe 22 degrees. It's not bad. Easy to strop. Works well. So let's get some measurements on this one here. What do we got here? We've got 3 inches. So let's go ahead and get our ruler out. All right, so cutting edge is about 3 and I'm going to say 1/8. 3 1/8 is about the cutting edge. You go from the edge to the very tip, so it's about 3 1/8. You go from the very tip all the way back to the end of 3 1/4 inches. So it's over 3 inches, so you have to keep that in mind. Overall length of the knife is about 7 1/4 inches. If you look at the handle, if you go right from where you grip, so you're about 3 1/2 inches. If you choke up, you've got just a little over 4 1/8 of an inch. So that's about the measurements there on the handle. So let's get a weight on this. So very respectful 3.27 ounces. So that's right within ratios. It's pretty good. So if you're a ratios person, you'll find that pretty close. So, finding where's the center of the knife. Yeah, it's around right there. So it feels pretty balanced. That's nice. All right, let's do a quick measurement of the blade stock. Okay. So we're at 1.43, so 143 hundredths of an inch. So it's between 1/10 and 2/10 of an inch. So that's not bad. I mean, it's not a super thin blade, so it's going to definitely have some strength to it. It's definitely very usable. I find this it's going to be a good user knife. You can get a titanium scale and a CPM 20CV steel. That's much more expensive, almost twice the price. And then it has some Mokutai inserts, some other things you can get for this as well that can definitely make this more expensive. And then they also have some limited runs and limited editions that they did on like E-Knives and some other places. They had some carbon fiber ones. You can look around for those. Some of them they may still have available for sale. But I think this is a great knife. This is definitely going to be a recommended knife. This is my first Arcane Design purchase, and I think it was great that it was available. I like that. It's very functional, works great aesthetically wise. It works really nicely. It's great to use, great to deploy, great to close. It goes in and out of the pocket great. Definitely going to be a recommended knife for sure. And I think it's going to be a good workhorse knife. If you want to spend a little more and you're a collector and you want it to be a little fancier, you can definitely make it a nice, fancy, wonderful knife as well. So there you go. Anything else that I can think of on this particular knife? Yeah, I don't know. I like everything about this knife after I tuned it to my preference. Now, mind you, I do like lighter detents. So if that's not for you, there's nothing you're going to have to do. But if you like a lighter detent, that's something that I like to do and something you might want to consider. So there you go. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them down below. I'd love to hear them. Any ideas, any questions you'd like to, or things you'd like to see me include in future reviews, please let me know. I would like to do that as well. And I sure appreciate you guys checking this video out today. And if you found this content of value and helpful or interesting, would you consider subscribing and hitting the like button? I would appreciate that. And if you like this video and want to see upcoming videos and to be notified about them, hit the notification button down there as well. I would appreciate that. And if you like this content, check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. That's robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.